to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Y'all, it is such an amazing day. We finally got some sun. It is finally hot. People are already, y'all, they already naked, but you already know we coming in here is going to turn some fire on in here. But we'll be right back for Motivational Moment. Hello, y'all. We are back. Oh, like everybody tells me they wait for me to say, "Hey, y'all." So we getting t-shirts, y'all. So get ready. You're going to get your "Hey, y'all" t-shirt because we're going to be walking around, and I want everybody to know that you are in the "Hey, y'all" posse. Well, but I know that you see I got my Dem Girls shirt on today because today we had an event this morning. We had to speak at this awesome event. It was a pre-Mother's Day brunch. At this brunch, they were honoring women that were living in shelters, that were down on, for lack of a better statement, down on their luck. So they honored them with a brunch. And at this brunch, it was so amazing. It was the name of the organization is Flow. Flow, I promise you, they were amazing. The people came in, they loved on them. They gave them a meal. They also gave them tickets to where they could go down and shop in a a shopping center where they could go pick out what they wanted. Not they didn't have to get what somebody gave to them. They actually had choices. And then on top of that, when they left, they got a gift bag. So it was such an amazing time, an amazing group of people. Shout out to everyone that made Flow and a successful event. And I'm gonna get some more information to put up about them because it was outstanding. But today, I just wanted to come on for Motivational Moment and tell you that, y'all, it don't matter what people do. You got to be you and be okay with being okay with being you. I found out today that I have a mentor. Y'all, this mentor, I can't tell you who it is because if I tell you, you wouldn't believe me. Y'all be like, yeah, she just name dropping. She just tripping. No, I have a mentor. And when we got off the phone, I was like, yes, Miss Miyagi. Yes, yes, yes. She said something to me. She said, you have been, she asked me, she said, what is the turning point for you to stop doing or stop working on another project? And I told her, I said, I'm at that turning point. And the reason why I know, and I was so glad I was able to articulate this answer to her. I said, I'm at the point in my life that I'm tired of being the cheerleader and I'm ready to be the quarterback. You have got to realize in your mind and in your heart of hearts that you're tired of cheering everybody on. And it's okay to be the cheerleader. It's okay to be the person that helps everybody out. It's okay to take things and help everybody get to their next level. It's okay for you to say, hey, let me help you out. Hey, let me keep your kids. Hey, let me clean your house while you go out and do what you have to do. But guess what? If you're okay with being a cheerleader, then be the best cheerleader that you can be. But when you are ready to take that turn and take that stand in your life where you are ready to be the quarterback, meaning you are ready to be the one that calls the shots. You are the one that's in the limelight. You are the one that the game depends on. If you win, you the best thing since sliced bread. If you lose, you the worst thing since sliced bread. But just like a game, you know that every morning you get up is a new time and new plays because you have to learn from your mistakes. And then, oh my God, this is when she said this to me today, it blew me away. She said, you are in the position to be working on a project so you know what not to do when you get ready to take conversations to another level. Do you hear me? This is somebody that probably has not even seen my show, seen Conversations yet, but she was telling me. She was confirming things in me that I already knew that was there, but I really was, let's just be honest, I had fear of just stepping out on faith and doing it. I had the fear that I couldn't, that maybe I just couldn't do it. But sometimes God will put people in your space and in your place to confirm in you what you already know, to confirm in you that this is your time, this is your season to make that turn in your life, and for you to go ahead and know it's time for you to change the uniform. Yeah, it's time for you to change the uniform, because you don't see cheerleaders on the field throwing the ball. You can't wear certain things. You got to be dressed for the fight. So guess what, honey? I'm putting my helmet on. I'm putting my pads on. I'm getting ready to get out there and do what I got to do, because I got my brothers to defend my line. But now it's time for me to throw the plays. Are you ready to start throwing your plays? If so, honey, change that uniform and get ready, and let's join this game together. We'll be right back with you. Have a great one. Well, as y'all, we are live on Facebook. We are gonna be posting. So if you have a business, if you have an event coming up, know that when you call in and you talk about your business, that this has the potential of reaching over 50,000 people. We have that big of a push. So you need to make sure, if you have an event coming up, if you want to promote your book, tonight is the only night. I am giving you an opportunity to promote for free. Yes, I am letting you promote for free. All right, caller. We have a caller on the line. Who we got? I got some feedback. I think the caller is listening to the show at the same time. We have a caller. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Well, hello. Who am I speaking to?
This is Marsha Deborah.
Oh my gosh! Hey, Sister Marsha. Marsha, how are you? Y'all, this woman right here is an awesome woman. I am so glad that she called in. She has a book that is phenomenal. She thinks I forgot about her, but she doesn't know that I'm waiting till the right time so I can bring her out with me. So please, Miss Marsha, tell everybody about your book and how your book of, oh my God, she has overcoming. That's what I'm going to call it. Tell them about your book and then tell them how they can get your book.
Well, my book is called 15 Pounds, and it was written as a journal as I was diagnosed with breast cancer and continued through my treatment. I decided to publish the book so that I could inspire others to take your treatments, increase your faith, keep smiling, have a great support system. So far now, I want to have my book placed in all the infusion centers and the hospitals in Baltimore City so that the newly diagnosed breast cancer patients can have a copy. You can go to my webpage, and the website is lowercase letters matsurvivor.com, and you can purchase it online. It is moving slowly. I have 2 book signings coming up, one Wednesday early afternoon at 501 Eager Street at a wellness fair, and the other one at the Liberty Road Randallstown Center from 3 to 6. So I'm a little busy, but I would like to have more support and learn how to get out there with my book. And I am 72 years old.
Right. See, that's what y'all don't know. See, I'm going to have to find a picture of Sister Marsha, because when you look at her, this is a bad mamma jamma right here. You wouldn't even know that she's 72. This girl got a personal trainer. Honey, we had a contest at the church, and you want to know who they brought up to be the poster child for losing the weight and being in shape? Sister Marsha, the 72-year-old gym person. I was like, this girl looking better than me. I was feeling some kind of way. But her book is phenomenal. It talks about because I actually went through the breast cancer journey with my mother, and I'm definitely taking the book home with me when I go home this weekend. Well, no, in 3 weeks, because my youngest brother actually graduates from the University of Houston, and I'm so proud of him. But I'm also going to be taking that book to her, because when it said losing 15 pounds, Sister Marsha, why did you title the book losing 15 pounds? Why did you do that?
Well, at the church, we had the challenge, and between our church and another church, and I joined in January. By the end of February, I could climb a flight of stairs without being short of breath. But by May, I had lost 15 pounds. If I hadn't lost it from the upper part of my body, I would have never felt the lump in my chest. Wow. And when I felt it, it was one lump. But when they did the mammogram, there were 3 lumps there.
Wow. And that's it. And clearly you were still in your 70s when this happened. So how important is it for women? And I want you to give that shout out, regardless of how old you are, to do a self breast exam.
You have to check yourself. You know your body better than anybody else. And I felt mine taking a shower. If you're not sure what it feels like, get your significant other or whoever else to check you out.
So in other words, you better make that checking out a group project. I hear you, Sister Marsha. I hear you.
But I'm not responsible for whatever else goes on.
Sister Marsha, I'm going to tell everybody what your tips were. That you said get your significant other to check you out if you can't check yourself. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Well, Sister
and I'm
Marsha,
not responsible.
Well, I see some other people that are joining us. My cousins have come on. Kiki, you need to call in. We need to talk. Kiana, call in. We need to talk because y'all got some awesome things that are happening in your lives that's going on. I want you guys to call in because I had come from a phenomenal family. Everybody is on their grind and trying to make new things happen. We got photographers, we got chefs, we got bakers, whatever they're doing. And the crazy part, they are at the top of their game. Well, all right, Sister Marsha, thank you so much for calling in. We're going to make sure that we keep promoting your book, as well as I'm going to have to get some things, and you will be the first person that I put on as one of the new sponsors for Conversations with Deborah Franklin. And guess what? I will not charge you. You will be my first person that I'm going to sow into your business because I just feel like that there is a need, not because of your age, not because of your message, but because of your spirit and because you are such a giving person. You are such a woman of standards. You are a woman that I look up to, and I'm not saying, and I just don't say stuff to say stuff. So I want you to keep letting your light shine, keep being the fantastic and phenomenal woman that you are, and continue to be an example look, as we say to us young women, because we definitely need the seasoned women to start to sow into our lives. Well, all right, Miss Marsha, thank you. Have a great one. Y'all, we will be right back right after this message. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Well, tonight is a special night. We had some things that happened because this is live radio, live TV, or we just basically, we just live. And we had some miscommunications, but you know what? Like they say in show business, the show must go on. No matter what is happening around you, you still got to make a way to make it happen. And tonight, guess who my guests are? My guests are you. Those that are watching, tonight is your night to promote your business, promote your book, promote what you're doing, or just call in and say, hey, we want to hear from you tonight. You can call in 443-454-3751 and be my special guest, because tonight is Conversation night. We want to talk to you. Let us know what's happening in your world. Well, let me give you some updates of what's happening in my world. Some of you know that I'm in the process of relocating to the DC area because I got this brand new awesome job. I will be the new executive director for New Community for Children. New Community for Children is an organization that has been around for over 30 years. Do you hear me? Over 30 years in the same community, helping underprivileged children. So basically, they have a program where kids can come after school and during the summertime for summer camp. Well, this summer, we went through a restructuring process, and I was glad they had to go through the restructuring, because going through the restructuring meant that they had to find somebody, and guess who they found? Me. So yes, we will be taking on this new position. We have some openings I think you probably I did put an advertisement. So if you are looking for a summer camp for your students that are in grades 3 through 5, please reach out to us. We'll be going from 7:30 to 4:30. We made up in our mind we're going to act like little tourists in DC. They're going to go to a lot of the museums. We have a lot of things planned for them. They will be doing art, dance, music. Oh my gosh, art, dance, music, that's enough. And then we'll be focused on beef, which is business, economics, entrepreneurship, and finance, and STEAM, science, technology, engineering, math, and the S, and the arts, and the S stands for spiritual. Yes, the kids will be doing chapel every morning. So if you're looking for something that's going to have a spiritual base that's going to help enrich your child over the summer, reach out to us at New Community for Children. You can go to our website, or you can reach out. You can inbox me. This is one time I'll take inboxes from everywhere. We have a few seats left for those students. Well, guys, I wanted to also share with you that life, it doesn't always give you what you need. And then it's like you have to make sure that you are doing what you have to do and start to position yourself in the positions that will open up doors and gateways. Because I promise you, when you start to put yourself in positions, like I said earlier, if you caught my intro, I have a new mentor. And this mentor I met through something totally different way. And it's like God has a way of making you meet people and putting people in your life. And just because you think that they're there for one thing, God has something totally different in mind for what he has, why he put those people in your life. So be careful. And I always tell, be careful of how you treat people. Be careful of how you talk to people. Be careful of how you do you, because you never know what that person is there for, because everybody has a season, and some people are there just to get you over the hump. Some people are there to take you to the finish line. So be careful. Just start taking note of what those people are there for in your life. Hey, Miss Marsha, thank you so much, y'all. Miss Marsha's still with me. I love it. Thank you. Because she was congratulating me on Facebook on my new position. So I want you guys to start to think, and I'm even going to use Miss Marsha for instance. Y'all met Miss Marsha in Sunday school. Miss Marsha in Sunday school. And so it's like I talked to Miss Marsha, and Miss Marsha is such an inspiration, because how many seasoned saints, that's what I want to call her, because she has no problem with telling you that she is 72 years old. She has no problem walking up to you and say, excuse me, I'm retired, and you still not going to talk to me. And I want you to do this, that, and the third. And she's willing to help you. And it's almost to the point, why do we have to look for those women? I'm being honest. It's like, why do we have women that are in their 70s that are so scared to tell us that they are in their 70s? Why do we have women that are so afraid of telling their age? And I'd say that, and I'm saying that for a reason, is that a lot of times the younger women need to know that you still vivacious, you still got your game on, and you might be in your 50s, you might be in your late 40s, you might be in your 70s or your 80s, but don't be ashamed of how God has preserved you and to get to such a time as this, because because a lot of the people that you're looking at and you think that are so old because their skin is all frizzled up or they don't have teeth. And I'm just being honest with you. You thinking that they're in their 50s and they might be in their 30s. Y'all, when you can look in the mirror and you don't see no blemishes, or you just getting wrinkles at 70, y'all, I promise you, I don't remember my great grandmother who died at 104. I don't remember really seeing wrinkles on her face until she was in her 80s. So that tells you something. Yeah, we might go get some hair every now and then. We might go get a little makeup and accentuate your positive. But guess what? You have to be ready to do that. Hey, Monica. Hey, Tiffany. Yes, Tiffany. Thank you for agreeing with me. Monica, call in. I know you got something going on. So, y'all, it's like we have to, as women, we have got to make a stand. And like we said, this year, our whole theme is #celebrate a sister. I want you to start hashtagging that on everything that you do. #celebrate a sister, because we have got to start celebrating our sisters. We have to start looking at them. I never forget, I met two of my my two them girls. We met at an event where they actually did a casting call for women 40 and over. I was like, wow, 40 and over. So guess who showed up? I showed up, and everybody that was there, you could not tell that. I was like, all these women can't be over 40. I was like, I felt out of place, honey. They was killing it. They were killing that runway. Me, I was just like, okay, I'm just happy to be here, just happy to play along. But y'all, we have to make sure that we are doing what we are doing and being true to ourselves. Be happy and healthy, and be happy with who you are, because you can't change you until you're happy with you. And that's what you have to do. When you become happy with yourself and happy in what you're doing, then you are going to take it to another level. You are going to do what you have been called and ordained to do because you are happy with who you are. And I'm not saying that you're not going to have days that you're going to doubt. I'm not going to say you're not going to have days where you're going to be looking like, oh my God, it seems like everybody's moving forward but me. But be happy at where you are, because sometimes you have to sit still in order to appreciate what you have and what you have accomplished. So that's what you have to do. Hey, Monica. Hey, Talisha. Hey y'all, I'm shouting out everybody I see that shows up on my Facebook page, because tonight we're celebrating you, the listeners, and I want you guys to call in. The number is available on the screen. The number is available in the information line. I want to hear from you. And had another talk with some other women. Y'all, this has just been my week to chat with women. They were getting ready. They finally made the decision that they were going to quit their job. Y'all, that's major. That's really major, to quit your 9 to 5, your for sure paycheck, and say that I'm getting ready to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to go 100% working for myself. Y'all, I'm counting down the days because I want to be there as well. But one thing that I shared with them and I want to share with you, you want to know how you're making the right decision. It might not make sense to you. It might not even make sense to the people that are around you. But when God starts opening the doors, when God starts making things happen, because you'll be like, wait a minute, I thought I was supposed to be here, but then, or my new thing is that you don't even know where the money is coming from, but mysteriously you got somebody buys your book, or subscribes to a class that you're teaching. Like, okay, I'm a media coach, and I had people to start signing up for my media coaching sessions, and it came right on time because, again, I'm trying to relocate. And relocating, even though it's from Baltimore to DC, which is technically only an hour drive of 50 miles, that's still a lot of transitioning. That's still a lot of moving parts to make that happen. It was like I got people to register for my class. Then now I've come out with the books. I have the second book. It's like things are happening, and it's like God is opening doors that you really won't have to sweat for. Because one thing that I will tell you, I started to pray a simple prayer. God, just let me have some sweatless victories. I'm always having to fight. I'm always having to quote unquote hustle. I'm always trying to do multiple things so I can take it to the next level. But I started to pray and earnestly pray and intentionally pray that God, give me some sweatless victories. Give me an opportunity to take some things to another level that I don't have to beg, borrow, cheat, and steal. I really wasn't cheating and stealing, but where I didn't have to do different things to make it to that next level. So I want you guys to start thinking about that. Be okay with the age that you are. Be okay where you're sitting in that position. Be okay even with your profession. But if you're ready to change, don't be afraid to step out on faith and do what you know that you can do. All right, guys, we will be right back with you. Hey y'all, I am back live with you. Hey Krista, hey everybody, y'all. It's been an amazing night so far. I had one call in, so y'all call me. I'm a little lonely here in the studio. For this is like the first time I think since I've been doing the show that I actually am doing the show by myself. I have not done a solo show in I don't know like a long time. So yo, it's fun though. So I was sharing with everybody that this month we are running a special on promoting on conversations with Deborah Franklin. I felt like it was my time to give back to people around me and give back to those so into businesses because I wish I had someone to. I've had people to sew into my business and help me out and help me take my stuff to another level. So for the link that you need to fill out the jot form to promote your book, to promote your business, promote an upcoming event, promote whatever you're doing, is right there in the thing. So for $30, y'all, $30 for you will get promotion on our show for a whole month. Can you believe that? Yeah, I know. My team was like, "You tripping?" A whole month plus on our social media. Just so you know, the reach just with our show is over 50K combined with all of our different social media outlets. So eyes would definitely see. And when we play the show, the commercials play on every replay. So whether I post it on YouTube, when we post it on Facebook, when we post it on listenvisionlive.com, and it goes on to their YouTube. So every time that video is played, know that your show, your commercial, or your ad will play. We are also looking for guests. If you would like to come on and be in the studio live, or we also have the ability to Skype you in, you can do that as well. All you have to do is go to conversationsdeborahfranklin.com. Make sure you visit the website to get more pertinent information. You may purchase my books as well. Yes, I said it. You can purchase my books. The link is, if you're looking at us live on Facebook, the link is available in the information line. The new book is 21 minutes, 21 days of prayer and meditation. Now, the purpose of that book is because so many times we're walking around and we're doing things and we're not being intentional about them. That book is helping you hone in on your skills. It's helping you to develop a mindset of being able to be intentional about where you want to go, being intentional in your prayers, and being able to calm yourself to hear and make the right decisions. Because with the hustle and bustle and going to different places, having to be on this deadline, having to be on that deadline, you are like missing out because you don't know how to calm yourself and quiet yourself to really hear what's going on. Because again, some of the decisions that I've made over the course of the past year has been because I have intentionally started to pray, intentionally started to meditate, but also in being intentional, I've also been specific. And that's what you have to do. You can't just arbitrarily say, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do that today. You have to be intentional, because when you do things with intentionality, you get more clarity, you get more focus, and you're able to take things to and I keep saying this, you're able to take things to another level. And I'm still of the mind and the persuasion, if I had not been praying intentionally, if I had not been doing things with a purpose, then some of the doors, like the new job, the move, meeting my new mentor, would not have opened for me, because I probably would have been all over the place. I'm just going to be honest with you. I probably would have been doing multiple things and not focus on one specific thing. I probably would not have been, connecting with different people and calling different people and trying to hang out with different people if I had not been focused, if I had not been intentional, if I have not been, doing what I needed to do. So I would like to share with you, just start sitting and being still and listening to what's going on. Start to focus about who you are dealing with. And just doing what you need to do. Hey, Latonya Thomas, y'all call in. Make sure that you are being intentional. So be intentional about calling in at 443-454-3751. We want to hear from you tonight. You don't have to worry about like, I can't be on video. You don't have to be on video tonight. Tonight we're taking calls. We want to hear your voice. We want to hear what's happening to you in your world. Again, that number is 443-454-3751, and we'll be right back after these messages. Hey y'all, I am back. Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Okay, get ready, because I promise you, we are getting ready to start a new t-shirt line that's going to say, hey y'all, and we're going to be the Hey Y'all crew. And I want you guys to think about this. We've talked about a lot of things tonight. We talked about moving. We've talked about connections. We've talked about faith. We're talking about being ready for the different seasons in your life. But guess what? The biggest thing and the biggest overarching thing that connects all of those together is that you have to be ready for change. Change is inevitable for our lives. You cannot get stuck in the same place that you are. I don't care how long you've been in a relationship. If it's not working, if it's not adding to you, then you need to let it go. I don't care how long you've been on the job. If the job is not adding to you, then you need to let it go. Lettucey has a new song that came out, and it's new to me. It might not be new to y'all, but it says, "What can you add to me?" And I was like, wow. She was talking about this in a relationship. She was like, dude that she met, what can you add to me? And then it's like, if nobody can add to you, then why do you have them in your space? If you're doing all the adding and all they're doing is subtracting, at some point you're going to be empty. You cannot expect for a full pitcher to stay full if all you're doing is pouring it out. You have got to be able to surround yourself with people, with a team, with your, and changing your mindset. Change your mindset to where you are being able to add. Not only do you want people to add to you, but you have to be able to add to them. What are you being able to give and somebody's able to receive? And most of all, be reciprocal in the giving. Because when we start looking at change cannot take you off your game. Change should add to your game. Change should be who you want to be, and start to strive to where you want to go. Start striving to take yourself to another level, because you don't want to get stuck being mundane. You don't want to get stuck in a relationship that means absolutely nothing to you. You don't want to get stuck in a job and it just ends up you've been there for 50 years and all you get is a gold pen and you don't feel fulfilled. You don't want to get stuck anywhere. And guess what, guys? Change is not easy. Change is not easy. Change is not something that happens overnight. You just have to be ready and be open to it. Because when you are open to a situation and open to making things happen and change for your life, then you are going to you're going to do it. You're going to be able to go different places and experience new things when you are open to change. You have to be ready to walk in your destiny and your purpose. I had to learn to change who I was and my mindset, because I, like I said in the beginning, I'm a giver. I give. I never knew how to monetize what I was doing. I was always the one that was like, I got you. And a mentor today said, well, what do you want to get out of this? I said, well, I guess 15, 20%. She was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I thought I was really talking. And then she said one other thing. She said, no. When you are doing the work, when the expectations of you are higher, then you have to start demanding higher. She said, when you go in that meeting, you better ask for 45% and not 15%. I was like, trust me, I got quiet. You could hear the crickets. You could hear the feather drop. You could hear everything around me because I got that quiet. How? It's like when somebody says something to you like that, that's so profound, you really don't know how to handle it. And then she was like, you still there? You still there? I was like, yeah, I'm still here. But it's like when you hear those words, somebody telling you, because at that point, it wasn't even the percentage that she was talking about. I'm going to tell you what really triggered me is that you saw value in me. You saw value. You saw something in me that I probably didn't see for myself. And it's like when somebody confirms in you about something that you're already feeling, then it makes you, it amazes you, it stuns you. But then I say this to all of my people that want to step out and become speakers and authors, don't be afraid of the fame when it comes. And not meaning fame as in everybody knows your name. Fame meaning, don't be afraid of going where you have already prayed to go. Don't be afraid of being a success, because sometimes when we start letting the fear seep in, we start to sabotage where we're going. You prayed for change, you prayed to excel, you prayed to take your things to another level, but even in your praying, you don't look out for the expectations. The thing is, you're praying and then you're not expecting for it to happen, so when it does, you don't know what to do with it. Stop praying for things and not expecting, because when we pray, we have to have a spirit of expectation. We have to have a spirit of God, of knowing that God is getting ready to answer it. Because when it does happen, when you don't want to be looking like, oh my God, what I do? Now, I'm not going to tell you that you're not going to do it, but you can't do it for long. Because the minute that it happens, you got to be ready to move. Because when you are ready to move, you are going to excel. And so change has to come, because you can't do anything if you're not ready for change. And I don't know who this is for, because you can't excel, you can't start the business, you can't go back to school, because it all requires change in your time, change in the friends, change in your expectations. And the biggest, and I think I said it right there, your expectations have to change. Your expectations have to increase, because when your expectations increase, when your expectations is like, you can rule the world. The sky's the limit, but you have to expect it. That's just like when you talk to your children, those of you that have children, you don't expect them to be a loser. You're speaking life into your children, so to be the leaders and the giver and not the borrower. You're speaking life into them. So guess what? If you're speaking life into them, you have to learn to speak life into yourself. You have got to learn to celebrate yourself. I promise you, I have done this. I have been in a place where I've done so many things, and I was like, God, I just wish I had somebody to celebrate. And then God said, no, you celebrate yourself, because what I want you to do is experience something, even though you have to do it on your own. You experience, so then when somebody else does it for you, you know how to act. You know how to take it to another level and do the things that you're supposed to do. So, you have to be ready to be able to accept that change. And then, like me, accept the change of the time zone. Y'all, my change started about 12, 15 years ago. I didn't know why God said, pack up your car and move. But guess what I did? I packed up the car and moved. I moved from Houston all the way to Baltimore. Did not know anybody, really didn't know what I was going to do. But all I knew is I had to change. I knew I had to relocate. I knew I had to do something. Then I had never in a million years thought I would become a teacher. I vowed never to teach. Y'all, I have been teaching now for about 15 years. Basically since I've been here. No, take that back. I came here in 2003. No, it would be 15 because it's 18. So, it's like I never in a million years thought that I would be doing what I'm doing now, because again, I came to the East Coast actually to work behind the scenes in radio, not to do my own show. I came here to do promotions. I came here to go out, do the promotional materials, call the different stations, do different things. Never thought about being an on-air personality. Never thought about auditioning for a TV show. But it's like I had to be ready for the change. I had to take on the gumption. I had to get the wherewithal to even jump out on faith. Y'all, everything keeps coming up. You need to jump. Yeah, you need to jump. It's time for you to jump. I told somebody, I actually said this today. I'm on the platform. I can't swim a lick. But I promise you, I'm on the platform and I'm ready to jump into the water. But you know what? I'm ready to jump in the deep end. I don't want to be in the shallow end. I'm ready to be in the deep, because I'm ready to see myself go to another level. I'm ready to see myself be more successful than everybody else. Because like I told you, I said I had my cousins that logged in, but I wanted them to call in. And they didn't, and I wanted them to share, because they are all being successful in their own light. Thank you so much, Latrice Preston. Thank you. I'm so glad you are receiving something from this tonight. Hey, Deborah, thank you for watching. Deborah, you need to call in. Talk about what you're doing tonight. Because tonight, we are encouraging everybody to step out on faith, be who you are. And again, don't be afraid for change. When I move, let me finish this story. I did not want to teach, but I had some other situations. I'm also the type of person, I don't give up. You have to start realizing when troubles and trials come, they are coming so you can have a testimony. Because I never thought that I would be on a platform where I'm speaking to women, where I'm encouraging women that they don't have to be in the state that they're in. I never thought that I would have that platform, never thought that I would even use my voice for that sake. But I was able to do that. Doors have been opening for me in that area, but I had to have some experiences. I had to go through some things so I could be able to empathize with different women about what they were going through. I had to be able to do that. But the cool part about it, so many times you hear about women staying in situations for 4, 5, 15, 20, 30 years before they get out. My situations only lasted maybe even a year or a couple of months, but they didn't have to last long for me to get the experience and to learn the lesson. And that is what I'm here today to tell you. You don't know why you are doing what you are doing. And you don't know why you are in the situation that you are in. Latrice just said, I'm a life coach. I never thought I would be. I'm from the projects in Chicago, but God. Girl, you are screaming my song. You should have called in and said that, Latrice. I understand. She said she's a life coach. Y'all, we are coaching. And oh my God, I'm so glad that you said that, Latrice. I'm a media coach. I never in a million years thought I would even be teaching people how a media coach, and I am. And it's like, you again don't know what your skills are and why you're getting those skills. And like I shared this with the women today, and I want to share this with you. The Bible says that your gift shall make room for you. Whatever gift that you have, you know that God is going to make a way for your gift to help you and sustain you. Just like they talk about the Proverbs 31 woman. Her gifts were in her. She was able to go out and do that. Just like Priscilla, she was able to go out. I'm sorry, not Priscilla. She was able to go out and do things because that was her gifting. You have got to look at your purpose, and your call is wrapped up in your gifting. So again, guys, I want to encourage you to go out, be the best you that you could be, know who you are and whose you are, and be able to tune in next week right here on Conversations with Deborah Franklin, when we come live to you every day from 6 to 7 p.m. And the guys are getting ready to come on right after me. The Lounge Boys, y'all, I didn't see them come in with no margarita mix, so they must be slipping today. They got red cups. I don't even know what's going on. I thought that's why I didn't fix margaritas, because I figured they were going to do it. Because why do it on Conversations and I could just hang out with the Lounge Boys and get a margarita, but they slipping on their JOB. So you already know I'm going to talk about them to their face when they get up in here. Well, y'all, it's been real. It's been fun. Love you to life. Have a good one.